morning. It is that time. We'll give it a second. I can tell that my other Instagram is not showing that I'm live yet. So I want to get that up and going. There we go. Alrighty. Good morning. Good morning, Courtney. Thank you for being here. Hey, Jay Lee. Thank you as well. I hope everybody's having a good Saturday morning so far. We have been. It's nice to be amongst the living again. Hooray! So I thought today I'd do just a little bit of a WIP and chat. I'm working on my Drills and Chills and my Craft or Treat event. Craft or Treat runs from October 1st through October 31st, and it's hosted by DP Addiction Adventures and Crafting and Crime Daily. So if you're interested, there's still time to jump in on that. They did their live, Jen did with the DP Addiction Adventures, did her live yesterday, and this is really cute, y'all, how they set up their event. So when they do their lives, they have 3 bags. They have a trick, treat, or craft. And they pick multiple winners and you pick a bag live. It was actually really fun. So if you're interested, join in. Good morning, Sherry. Hi, Ditzy. Welcome. Good morning. You don't have to deal with my voice over the phone. Now you have to deal with it on live. So I figured I would just whip and chat a little bit. I did post a video in my YouTube recently. I was trying to get it to post to Instagram and it was giving me fits. But I had some questions on how I handle my plastic. So if you do the rewatch, I'm going to show you now. I like using a seam ripper for mine. Then I don't take a chance of cutting my plastic or cutting my canvas. But I just take the seam ripper and just slide right up along the side of my washi tape. And it works so well. And it doesn't hurt the canvas. So, seam rippers. I like the ergonomical ones, so I paid a little bit more for these on Amazon. But you can get them really cheap. Dollar store, everywhere has them. You can get a little sewing kit. So, yeah. If you worry about cutting the plastic, grab a seam ripper. It works wonders. Move my ghost. This is a glow-in-the-dark ghost I got from Bella Art many moons ago. So I thought I would just kind of whip and chat, say hi to everybody. It's an early Saturday morning. Is anybody getting anything from the DAC release this week? I didn't see anything that completely jumped out at me. So I'll probably hold off. I also use my release papers, but I also use them to kind of keep my hand and my tray from sticking as I work. And I work where I kind of pick a color that's dominant and kind of build off what I have. And I work right to left. So Ditz isn't buying anything this week. So today, Dean with Supernatural sits on my desk at all times, and since it's Halloween, he's definitely out. The main pen I'm using today is Jack Daniel's Whiskey Barrel that was turned by Butterfly Effect Wares, and here's a mini pen that I have that's theirs as well. Jaylee Lee says, no, I'm saving to purchase for Regathon. Oh, nice. Yay, Jaylee Lee. I'm glad you want to participate. That will be a really fun event. And Ditsy's Diamond Den and Crafting with Shay are hosting that for Art and Soul and Reagan. So definitely check that out. There's a Facebook group. Then the other pen, this is a O'Brien custom turning pen I got from them early on. This is one of the first pens I ever purchased as a diamond painting pen. So I've got that one out. So let's see, I have a little trash cover minder. That's a pumpkin I got many moons ago. That's also from Bella Art. I have my garlic ghoul by Donna Bass. So I think I'll just get going. Something I do. Hi, Diamond Nana. You can spell my name however you want. I'll just let you know I am not a Jennifer. I'm a Jenny, but a lot of people call me Jennifer. So I'm kind of getting used to it. Here's what I do. But I wanted to say hi to Diamond Nana. So by the way, a lot of people spell my name Jenni. Technically, I'm Jenny, but I'm okay. It's all good. I'm not picky. So what I do is I like to keep track of my hours. And I put my start date and then I hash my hours. I don't use a timer because I know myself I won't hit the timer. So these are not 100% accurate, but I always make a copy of the drill, sticker sheet, and then I just write on that. So that is off to my side. And I've got little notes off to the side. I am going to, I knocked over my gill. I am going to bling this one a little bit more, but it's up to the top. So I figured I'll do a WIP and chat again as I get closer to getting to that top area and go through all of my special drills. But I'm doing some ABs, some pixie dust, and one crystal, I think. So, oh, Melissa, it was autocorrect that spelled it wrong. Well, because a lot of people do spell it Jenni. Down here in the South, I see Ginny a lot. So I'm kind of used to it. So let's see. It's been a crazy week. As everybody knows, we had a hurricane. Yeah, we are very fortunate. Our house is a-okay. We've got some down trees, but that is manageable. And I think we're actually going to be able to get those trees cleaned up this week. I'm trying to find my U and I'm looking around my camera stand. Sorry, guys. So I hope you can see okay. I didn't zoom in super close. So say something if you want me to zoom in more on what I'm doing. So yeah, we're a-okay. I feel very fortunate, very blessed that we didn't have worse damage. There was some really bad stuff in our county. So, good morning, Mia. Mia said, hey, love, with a heart. So glad you're able to watch today, Mia. I hope things are going well over there. Let's see. So we're doing good. I will admit I may sniffle more, and I apologize in advance. All the trees that came down, there are more bugs out. All of that is happening, so my allergies absolutely hate me right now. I took allergy med right before. Oh, great. Of course, my laptop is saying I need to do a restart. Hopefully it doesn't restart on me. Thank you, Mia. Yeah, we're safe and sound. Mia said she was grateful that I was safe and sound. I'm reading some of these comments. I rewatched my last live, and something I realized replaying it and letting people watch is, especially from Instagram, you can't read what the comments people have said. So for people who may want to watch the replay, I'm trying to say what you guys are saying that I'm responding to. So bear with me. You guys are reading it, but if anybody watches the replay, I kind of want them to be able to understand what is being talked about. So you guys are getting a little redundancy, and I apologize for that. But thank you for bearing with me. That way, if somebody watches it later, they can know what the heck we're talking about. But yeah, I think our trees should maybe get cleaned up Tuesday. Maybe then my allergies will settle down a little bit more. That's my hope. We're fingers crossed on that. Let's see. And I will definitely post a picture of the pile of debris that comes from all these trees. We have 3 that will be taken care of. Actually 4. 3 large ones. 1 medium-sized one that was taken out from one of the large ones. So the pile of debris should be interesting. Jaylee Lee said, y'all, I fell asleep with you on YouTube and woke up to Dear Helper doing a WIP, and Ditzy saying she needs to be walked before bedtime. Well, that's an interesting way to wake up, Jaylee Lee. Mia said, no different from most do on YouTube lives. Well, thank you, Mia. I know some people do read the comments. I know some people don't. So I'm glad y'all don't mind bearing with me. Well, Jaylee Lee, that was a good morning for you. Let's see. What else is going on? Right now, my husband and my brother-in-law, so I think everybody knows we do ham radio, or if you don't, now you know, that we do ham radio, and it was really beneficial in this storm because the Verizon cell tower went completely out. Like, they lost the whole tower, and over 80% of our community had Verizon. We have AT&T, but people could not communicate, and people in some of the other counties who had no communications were relying on those of us with ham radios to relay information to other emergency systems. Like, you know, they had a fire, or they had this, or they had that, and they couldn't reach, or they were looking for someone. And you've seen a lot of that now in the news from out of North Carolina. So they're really utilizing their ham operators up there. And so it's really fun to see something that we enjoy doing being put out on the public. JJ Lee said, might have been crazy this week too. Wonder if it's the biolab fire. They say it was going to reach its way over here. Very hazy yesterday. Yes, and it's, yes, biolab fire. Yeah. Biolab, there is a company called Biolab up in Atlanta that had a massive chemical fire this week. So right on the heels of the hurricane, there was a massive chemical fire in Atlanta, and the smoke plume went for miles. People had to shelter in place, turn their air conditioners off, because that would just circulate that air inside their home. A friend of ours was right in the path of that, and she said you could smell the chemicals. She said it was horrible. So yeah, that's been pretty scary up in Atlanta, and it's gone all over the city. And they make pool chemicals. So there's a lot of chlorine in it and other chemicals. And what apparently happened, and Jaylee Lee, correct me if I'm wrong, last I saw, is a sprinkler system malfunctioned in the building, and it spilled water on some of these chemicals that are activated by water. And it then caused the smoke, and then it started actual fire. So then that smoke was up in the air. You can actually, I guess, see the smoke plume from satellite, and it looked like clouds on the radar of the weather people. So it was pretty wild. Melissa Diamond Anna says, I don't know about IG, but on YouTube you can save the video a special way. And she also said the chat won't show it first, but when it renders you can see the chat. So I don't think it does for Instagram. I kept trying to find a way to show, but I couldn't see it on Instagram. I know that it does on YouTube. Since I go live on Instagram, there's a little bit more challenges with it. But it lets me at least save my live and list it here, and I list it on my YouTube as well. So, and Jaylee Lee said, yeah, I'm correct. Not sure why they had sprinklers in there. I guess for safety precautions if there was a fire. But yeah, a little nerve-wracking that it malfunctioned and then caused this massive chemical. Hi, Christine. Thank you for being on here this morning. I hope your morning's going well. We're just kind of whipping and chatting live this morning. We were talking about the hurricane here, and then Jaylee Lee mentioned the chemical fire up in Atlanta. But we're hanging in there. Yeah, I'll definitely post a picture. I know I repeated myself, but I'll definitely post a picture of our debris. I'm kind of excited to see how big the pile gets. Let's see. I keep saying but I keep looking over at my list. I had counseling this morning right before I came on the live. I was hoping I wasn't going to be late. I had a good counseling session. We really didn't talk a whole lot more, just how did we cope during the storm and all of that. So it really wasn't an intense counseling session. I'll take that. I don't think I could handle intense right now. I usually see her on Wednesdays. It's always virtual, but I usually see her on Wednesdays. But this week, due to not sure if our internet was going to be stable and all that kind of stuff, I moved it, and all she had was today at 10. So I've been up and at it this morning. And we had counseling. That went well. And my husband, I think that's how I got started on ham radio. My husband and my brother-in-law are outside fixing his antenna right now. I've shut my craft room door because the dog is inside, and I'm hoping she doesn't start making a bunch of noise. I've got Harry Potter on for the dog. Oh, Christine says my dad got power finally on Thursday. It's so sad. I feel bad for everyone impacted. Yeah, I do too. I'm so glad he finally got power back. It was a monster of a storm, and us Georgians were not ready for it. And I know that North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia got hit really hard as well, especially with all that flooding, because we all had so much rain prior to the storm. So I'm glad he got power back. I hope he's okay, that they didn't have any injuries or any damage, and that they're doing all right. Good morning, Diamond Doodler. And I have to tell you guys, I got permission because I didn't want to say her name, but it's Maniba is Diamond Doodler. So did I say it correctly? Maniba. She's up in Canada, and she is so sweet. We've gotten to know each other on Instagram. So I'm glad you're here. And I'm sorry you missed. I cut my plastic with my seam ripper. So you'll have to go back and check that. I also posted a video of it on YouTube. It wouldn't post to my Instagram, but I may try to do it in a 2-part video and post it to Instagram. So, oh, it's okay. Oh, yay, I'm so glad I pronounced your name right. Mia, when the storm hit us in Middle Georgia, it was still a Cat 1, which is unheard of for a storm to get that big here. It was a Cat 4 when it hit land in Florida, but it dropped drastically. I believe when it hit Valdosta, Georgia, which is very southern Georgia, it was already down to a Cat 2, but it stayed as a Cat 2 for a while, and then came to us as a Cat 1, and then dissipated to a tropical storm after it hit us. So, okay, Christine, I'm glad they're good. They only lost power, and they're near Spartanburg, South Carolina. Okay, well, I'm glad they're okay, and they didn't have any other damage. Power being out that long is miserable, though. Okay, good. I'm glad you don't mind checking the video and seeing how, or rewatch this one when I post it at the very beginning, how I use the seam ripper. And it's just this. I cut the plastic with this, and it's so easy to use. Jaylee Lee said he was to the left of the storm, so we was left of the storm, so we only had lots of rain. Thanks for asking. Because Mia asked Jaylee Lee how she was doing. And my poor laptop keeps wanting to update, and that's how I'm reading the comments. So fingers crossed it doesn't update and do a restart. I keep trying to tell it, no, don't do that now. Let's see. Oh, I got fun news this week. So when I come on live next week, my hope is to go ahead and do an unboxing live. So that should be fun. But I'll be able to move better. I will be out of the brace, fingers crossed, on Wednesday. Coming up, we'll be out of this honking knees brace, and I'll be able to drive. So I'm really excited about that. Ready. Absolutely ready to be driving. And yeah, this week I've been relying on my brother-in-law a lot for transportation because Sunday night, Indiana, our dog, or Indy, she dislocated her shoulder for the umpteenth time. And when she does it, I can't always get it popped back in. So he had to drive us to the vet Monday, and we got her shoulder popped back in. Then Tuesday he had to pick me up from PT, and so that was Tuesday. Then Tuesday at PT, I found out that the Walmart was out of groceries. So we decided that we were going to go it's not one town, it's a few towns, but the next biggest town over that did have groceries and did not really suffer much from the damage was Milledgeville, Georgia. Fun fact, Milledgeville, Georgia is the old state capital of Georgia. So we drove over there, he drove us over there for groceries. We took multiple coolers and we stocked up. We finally have gas back in the county, so people aren't hoarding that as much, which is good. So, thank you guys. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm really excited to get out of this brace. So a lot of people are saying, yay, that's awesome that I'm getting out of the brace. So thank you guys so much. And yes, poor Indy for dislocating her shoulder, but she is, yeah. As Ditzy says, she says, I'm high maintenance, wanting food, medical care, and vet care. I am high maintenance. Hello, I've been cooped up in the house too long. Mia says, yay, I remember how relieved I was when I was able to drive after your neck surgery. Oh, yikes, neck surgery's tough. My husband had neck surgery. He was in a car accident and broke his neck, and they had to do a plate and 4 screws. So, yeah, Jaylee Lee mentioned how everybody got scared with the dock closures going on strike. That wasn't why we were out of everything. We were out of everything because of post-hurricane, but it did trickle. And my husband's company was directly involved. My husband works for a trucking company. So, yeah, that strike was nerve-wracking for us. Very much so. So, hopefully they get everything resolved. And let's see. Jay Lily said, wow, now that I said that, we had a rough week in the Southeast. We have had a rough week. Jay Lily, you had no toilet in town? Why was there no toilet in town? Oh, and Christine said it was like getting the mad dash to buy TP again. Yeah. Everybody was buying all the toilet paper. This is something that I don't understand. Why, if there's an issue, does everybody go for toilet paper? I mean, I know we need it, and it's an essential to life for us that are accustomed to it. But why is that what everybody goes for? It's kind of like the same thing when there's a storm or winter storm coming towards Georgia. People all go for bread and milk. Like, what are you making? French toast, eggs, bread, and milk. Why is this? I don't understand. Yeah, Christine, I figured you meant that you guys everybody did go back for the toilet paper in the drive for the mass worry of the strike. Ditzy said, buy a bidet. Ditzy and I have had this conversation. I'm freaked out by a bidet. How many of you have used a bidet? There is something about water splashing on my hind end that doesn't sound appealing to me. And I get it. It's cleaner. You don't have as much waste, like with all the paper and trying to process that. But I don't know, y'all. And I admittedly have never tried it. I also I feel like it would freak me out and I'd probably jump and have a mess when the water shot at my hind end or my lady bits. I don't even know. Does a bidet hit your lady bits? Mia said, over here people go for TP and yeast. Dizzy says, it makes you cleaner. I'm sure that it does. I'm sure that it does make you cleaner. And it's probably very good for you. But I just, no. There's something about water shooting on my butt. This is probably going to make the wheels fall off of this WIP and chat. Sorry, guys. Because now everybody's going to be thinking about it. But I don't know. I can't. Jay Lee said the strike ended Thursday. I walked in and asked all the senior members if they wanted to sell their overbought TP for a discounted price. There you go. Not going to lie. During the COVID, we had some family that bought so much toilet paper that they are still using their quote COVID toilet paper. Yeah. We didn't overbuy like that. Jay Lily's never used a bidet. Christine said, I live in Pennsylvania and we get snow and always have. They run to the store for milk and bread here too. I can't tell you the last time we were stranded for snow here for more than a few hours. So everybody panic buys. Make your French toast. Make your bread and milk sandwiches. And then get power back in no time. Or get unstuck from the snow in no time. But everybody panic buys. I don't get it. And y'all bear with me because I'm still getting used to where all my things are in my round containers. You know, you get, I don't know if anybody else, when you start a kit and I'm looking at my containers, eventually after I've worked on it long enough, I get to where I kind of know where each color is at. And I'm still just getting started on this one. I'm in my third section. And so I'm still learning where all my drill containers are at. So I'm learning all the codes. Oops. So, Ditsy says, living in the valley, trucks can't get to us in our snowstorms, so everyone rushes to fill up on gas, including their gas cans. So I sort of can see that, especially if you have a gas generator. That was one thing we were seeing here when we ran out of gas a couple times since, like twice I think we've run out of gas since the hurricane, is because, well, one, we have a bunch of the work trucks, linemen, which I need to give a shout out to the linemen. We have linemen here, y'all, from Texas, Ohio, Indiana, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, other areas in Georgia. I think those are all the ones that I've seen trucks for. Pennsylvania was the ones that were here and restored the power on our street. But yeah, huge shout out to our linemen. But they've had to fill their trucks. So between that and people putting a ton of gas in containers for their generators, we've run out of gas, I think, twice now in our county. So that's always a nerve-wracking. But, you know, hey, we're safe. Where gas is coming in pretty quickly. So other areas south of us are not so lucky. But, let's see. Does anybody, Mia just wrote, when our prime minister closed the country down due to COVID, she asked to not panic buy, but less than 20 minutes later, people went crazy buying everything. I think when they tell you to not panic buy, everybody starts panic buying. I think if they would just leave it alone sometimes, it would all work out. Sorry for my arm across. Sherry says, I always panic buy for my cats. I make sure they have plenty of food, treats, and litter. I'm not going to be stuck at home with crazy cats. I feel you on that. I've stocked up on dog toys to keep Indiana entertained. Being cooped up in the house, that was one thing I did before the hurricane, is I had plenty of toys on hand. Because I was like, I'm going to have to keep her occupied. We're not going to be able to go outside. Who knows what things will look like. So I'm with you. We did have a big bag of her food, so we were okay on her food. But yeah, I'm with you. You don't want crazy cats or crazy dogs or crazy kids. I'm sure those of you who have kids have to make sure kids are entertained in situations like that. Snowstorms, all that kind of fun stuff. Jay Lily said, yeah, that's why they are asking people to not overly come up to North Carolina to help because they need all their gas and supplies. Absolutely. You know, it's people have good intentions, but they have to use resources to get there. They use resources while they're there, and the areas need those resources. We definitely felt that for sure here. Okay, so this is not a slam on DAC, and I don't know. This is a Diamond Art Club kit. I think it's an older kit. It's Jack-O-Lantern Time by Randall Spangler is the kit that I'm doing. And it's a rounds, as you can tell. But I've done some DAC rounds, and this kit has the worst trash drills. And I don't know what's going on. I've done many... Oh, I lost a drill. I've done many DAC rounds, and I've never had this much trash. And it's not just misshaped, it's rounds that have tabs on them. And I don't know how well, but like, so there's the little nubbies that have, like, are kind of drills, but they're not drills. The little dots in there, and that's not too bad. I mean, it's not a trash drill, but it's just like junk in there. There's missized. This one isn't as bad. I just had a few, but they're missized, and they've actually got tabs. I've never had tabs on round drills before. Let's see. I gotta catch up. Jay Lily said, yeah, that's why they're asking people to not overly... Oh, I'm sorry, I read that one, Jay Lily. I apologize, y'all. I lost track. I was focusing on my trash drills. Got myself worked up. Ditsy said, I like my cats with an extra dose of crazy and mean. Why does that not surprise me, Ditsy? Sherry says, yes, Ditsy, crazy is good. Crazy is good in moderation. Yeah. If the dog gets too crazy, then I go too crazy. And nobody wants that. Where's my barbell? There it is. Yeah. There's a certain level of crazy that's good. Indy gets cranky if she doesn't get outside time. Actually, right before I went to my counseling session, I took her outside for over an hour so she could burn off energy so she wasn't as cranky, because I knew my husband would be responsible for her for a couple hours. And then he went out and is helping my brother-in-law outside, so he got away without dog duty. Of course, he's very supportive, don't get me wrong. Ditsy says, cats that knock stuff over and randomly attack us make me giggle. I would agree. I actually almost sent you a reel this morning, Ditsy, of cats knocking over little kids and messing with little kids. This sounds horrible, but I don't know why I get joy out of that. It was really funny. It was like, there was one little kid that was so funny. He was doing the, like, batting the cat, and the cat was batting him back. You know how the little kid fake fight when you, like, just take your hands and flying at each other? He was doing it with the cat and just cackling and laughing. It was actually pretty cute. I like animal reels like that. So if you guys are on Instagram and you find fun animal reels, send them my way. Bombard me. I love funny animal reels. Horses making faces. I mean, just all of them. I love all of those. Jay Lee says, Ditsy, I'm saving up to get my first pet since the divorce. I want a huge Maine Coon. I say save because my rent will go up along with the price of kitty and supplies. I've watched rescues for 4 years with no luck. Aw, Jay Lee. Maine Coon cats are beautiful. Sherry says with her last DAC, a lot of the drills were stuck together. Like stuck together, where you had to use like one of the grinders to separate them, or stuck together like they never got cut. Oh, Diamond Doodler is thinking about doing the same kit. Oh, I hope you do. Dizzy says Maine Coons are so pretty and so much fur that would unalive Paul. Paul is severely allergic to cats and dogs. I think more cats than dogs, if I'm not mistaken. But I know he's allergic to y'all's dogs as well. But Ditsy kind of is too. Let's see. Oh, I love Lily. Okay, so I have to tell you, so Diamond Doodler, which I said is Maniba, she has this dog that's a doodle that's Lily, and she is the most precious thing. And she actually diamond paints outside while Lily has her outdoor time. And she's posted, if you go to her Instagram, there's pictures of them outside, and it's so sweet. Yeah. I want to snuggle Lily. Even though I know Lily's not really a snuggler, I still want to snuggle Lily. Mia says, Sherry, stuck drills are an easy fix. Pill jar and a coin and they're unstuck. I haven't tried that one, Mia. Sherry says she had to use a grinder to separate them. Jaylee Lee said, mine also, I had to use a grinder, static off the chain. Mia says, we have a Norwegian forest cat. Okay, now I've got to Google Mia. I don't know what a Norwegian forest cat is, but it sounds like it's going to be amazing. You've probably posted pictures in Ditsy's Discord. I probably go back and look. But I also have to Google. I have something under my kit. This is live, y'all. Okay, hang on. I'm going to make a mess. But I think I have a spare... Oh, I do. I have a drill stuck under here. Don't you love when you find stuff? Uh-oh, I'm going to sneeze. Please don't sneeze. Please don't sneeze. Oh. Sherry says, thanks, Mia. I'll try the pill jar and coin. Jaylee Lee says, oh, my Mia, I want to see pictures. Oh, you're welcome. Lily is so sweet. Ditsy says, I like my drill grinder. Don't do it. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to blink so I don't sneeze because I have horrible sneezes. I've sneezed one too many times talking to Ditsy. They're not fun. And she also doesn't like it because I hold my nose. Because my eustachian tubes. Okay, so I'm a weirdo. My eustachian tubes, the little tubes in your ears that are supposed to drain, don't drain down. Mine are completely horizontal. So a lot of times I like gently, not crazy so I don't blow my eardrums out, but I gently hold my nose when I sneeze so that it blows out some of the fluid stuck in my eustachian tubes. So my sneezes are weird and they can be kind of loud. But I think I'm past the sneeze. If I just keep talking, maybe the sneeze will go away. Dizzy said, hurricane that canvas. No, we do not want snot on this canvas. Ew, yuck. Oh, could you imagine? Oh, I would be so disappointed in myself. I think it would, yeah. I would be really disappointed in myself if I sneezed all over my canvas. Do you guys sneeze dainty? Jenny, let me join you and you can see him. Okay. How do I do that? I've never done that before, Mia. Hang on, I gotta stand up and see. Okay. How do I do that without messing up my thing? I have no idea. Oh, can I add? Oh, look. Okay, okay. I'm figuring this out. Where is Mia? There's Mia. Uh-oh. Okay, I gotta move my camera, y'all, a little bit here. Sorry, hang on. Slide a little bit. Okay. I don't know if it worked. I don't see Mia. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you have him.
Oh, so cute. Are those feeding bowls? Oh, look how
Yeah, those
fancy that is.
they work with
Oh,
their chips. They're chipped.
how precious is that? I love when animals hijack things. Oh, look at that. They can make it open and close. That is so cool.
So
Oh,
over there, the red one, that is Pelle or Ginger. And here comes Flux.
do
So you get them all
they
3 for 1.
do they all know that that's their own bowl?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
They know
That's
where
so
to
neat.
go.
Oh, thank you for showing me it. Do you hang up or do I have to hang up you? I don't know how it works.
Uh, I don't know how to do that.
I don't either. How do we do this?
I don't
Look,
know.
we're learning, guys. Isn't this fun? Y'all are learning with me. This is the joy of Instagram Lives.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Okay, now I don't know what I did. Oh, this is so fun, y'all. Thank you for learning with me. We're just going to watch the cats for a little bit while we chat because I don't know how to do it.
Um,
It's kind of fun. You can just hang out with me. We can watch your cats. I won't be on that much longer because I want to let everybody get to their DAC releases and stuff. So we'll just watch cats while we do this, and I'll
yes,
figure
we
out how
also
to.
have little robots.
So cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, everything is kind of jumbled right now because we're having um, our hallway and such dehydrated because we had a water leak.
oh, that's not fun.
No,
Oh wow, that's a bummer.
it is. That is why it's so noisy in the back.
Ah, I see.
There you have my husband.
I'm used to just seeing your craft room, Mia.
I know.
Yeah. Well, and I see that Jay Lee mentioned book club, so I probably should. Hi, Mia, husband. I probably should jump off just so that people can get ready for that. If
Yeah.
you are not familiar, over on Ditsy's Diamond Den, she does have a Discord channel and she does have a book club. Rich is kind of our host for that. So, if you haven't been able to do the September book, they're doing Uglies for October, so you can still jump in on that. So, yeah, I'm not going to keep everybody too much longer. I want people to be able to get over to that. And I hear the dog actually making noise. So, not that I want to cut it short because I love talking with you guys. It's so much fun. And it's not just because, oh, we have a scary, creepy Halloween person. Hubby is apparently designing. um, and I'm watching from my laptop, so I may be a slightly delayed from what you guys are seeing live, but I'm watching my laptop. Please join that if you like reading. Uglies is the book this month, and Rich is doing a fantastic job hosting that. So, it's a little bit earlier than I normally would, but I want to let everybody get to the book club meeting, get your DAX things. Oh, there's Mia's craft room. Um, See, I'm a little delayed looking at my laptop. Sorry about that, guys, because I just glanced at my actual uh, phone doing the recording. But you guys have a good Saturday, a good weekend. Thank you guys for being here. Diamond paint away. Have a good weekend. And I will see you guys next week with a live unboxing. I think that'll be really fun. So thanks for bearing with me, you guys. Have a great
Have
weekend.
a great
Bye.
weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye.